Going on to you, Geminis, you have the Eight of Swords, the Fool, the Eight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Five of Wands, the Chariot, the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So a lot is going on for you, Geminis. It is very eventful. Let's get into it. The Eight of Swords, the Fool, the Eight of Cups. A lot of you Geminis have essentially become very attractive, and you were attractive, but you've become more attractive because the Eight of Swords and the Fool, the Eight of Cups. This very much so speaks to how you Geminis are a free agent. You're not necessarily talking to anybody. The Eight of Swords is very much so about how you are doing your own thing. You are marching to the beat of your own drum. You understand how stupid it is to have people insult you, to have people make it seem like you not being with someone is some sort of insult, right? Nobody wants you. That's the reason why. Okay, and if no one wants you, a lot of you Geminis like, okay, you'll be by yourselves. The Fool, the Eight of Cups, because a lot of you Geminis have woken up. You know, who cares? You know, and I'm not coping. This isn't cope that I'm telling you. This is reality, because when you actually take a look into these people's lives that are in the hyper competitive dating pool, it's so stupid. This, like, I understand, I agree with certain things. You should be healthy. But you shouldn't be healthy because you want people to date. You should be healthy because you want to be able to do it for you, right? I remember a time where bodybuilding and stuff like this and trying to make your body more athletic was like uncool. Like, you either had good genetics where you were, just, stocky, or you wasn't. You know what I mean? So if you were a skinny kid like myself coming up, working out was seen as like a taboo. Like, oh, you were bum for getting in the gym type stuff. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's into it. So the Fool and the Eight of Cups is about how a lot of you Geminis, you are doing it, but you're doing it for you, because I don't see you Geminis trying to impress anyone with anything. This is very much so about how you Geminis are very much so getting out of Dodge with that. You will get that gym membership on both sides, but because you want to, not because you feel obligated to get one. So what I'm seeing here for you Geminis is that you're not driven by any kind of outside motivation to do the things that you want. The Hanged Man and the Five of Wands represent other people may be driven by dating, right? Because dating rules right now. Dating rules everything right now. Dating is the internet, right? People get massive amounts of views from videos, talking about how it is that they're going to help people get together. Massive amounts of views. Everybody's focus is focused on Venus things, right? Venusian elements, right? Love, stuff like this. As to where for you Geminis, yeah, you want the relationship, but the Hanged Man represents, but a lot of you Geminis seem to have deviated from that. And what I mean when I say you have taken another turn, you've deviated, is, yeah, you're doing a lot of the things that will get you to being more attractive to other people, but you're not necessarily doing it for social media sakes. You're honestly doing it for you. And the Chariot represents, this is what's going to get a lot of people caught off guard with you Geminis, if they haven't started doing it already. Because it's the idea of, here you Geminis are, right? You're being by yourselves. You don't care if you're not necessarily wanted, right now. And you're handling your business, right? You're paying attention to elements of your life that needs to actually be taken care of. And that's exactly what it is that you Geminis are doing. The Five of Wands and the Chariot, however, represents, even though that's the case, people are going to approach you and they're going to be shocked and upset at the fact that you Geminis are not out here trying to get attention, because that's part of why most people are dating right now. Most people are dating because they want attention from who they're interested in. And you Geminis don't care about that. That will leave people kind of astray, because I ain't gonna say everyone, but a lot of people are assuming that once they see you in the gym, or once they see you start meditating or doing what it is that you need to do, that somehow it's to attract someone else because you're on your purpose, right? But you Geminis actually are on your purpose, where you don't care if you get someone new or not. And that's the difference between you really being seriously on your purpose, or if you really faking it. Because people who act like they're on their purpose and stuff like this, they really are in hopes deep down inside to gather the attention of someone else. And it gets to a point where the Nine of Swords and the Hermit really does speak to, are you, like, how serious are you? Because the Nine of Swords and the Hermit represents, it's that checking in that a lot of you Geminis have to learn to do. I know this is kind of like a deeper reading, but this is what's coming up in the cards, so I have to report to you. If I don't, I'm lying. So the Nine of Swords and the Hermit represents a lot of you Geminis. This is what it is. Like, you got to come clean. A lot of you Geminis have to come to grips with, or you are coming to grips with, the fact that, again, just as I was saying, it's not about trying to get the attention from other people, right? And if it is, you Geminis have to come clean with yourselves about that, because now you know what it is that you're doing it for, right? And if you know why you're doing it, then you can have what it is that you want, right? On either side, regardless of whether you're doing it for somebody else or not. But you have to be honest with yourself, because a lot of times things go terrible in a person's life when they really wanted somebody else, and they just did all this stuff just to get the attention. So the thing about you is, when you Gemini start to get tired of working out, when you start to get, you know, when you get to a point where, you know, not engaging in any kind of activities is rough. How will you Geminis understand this? Will you push through that? And the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups represents, as you're doing it, even people that you used to know or potentially could have dated is going to come back, because this is where the power center of your life is. What are you doing this stuff for? Are you really improving self to ultimately attract other people, or are you improving self? Because a lot of people are lazy. So are you improving? Are you improving self to ultimately, right, become the better you, right? If you are improving yourself to become the better you, right, and kind of looking at your own progress, there's going to be a lot of love. There's going to be a lot of attention. There's going to be a lot of self-enjoyment, right? And I'm not, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that way. I'm talking about self-fulfillment in the sense of, look at how you've left you in the dust. How at one point you were in a lower state, and now it's totally become something else. How you've walked away from you in that regard. And you're here better, and this was you in the past. So I know it seems like a real wild, crazy reading for a lot of you Geminis, but it is what it is, and it has to be talked about. So, because a lot of you Geminis have transcended the idea of like doing the stuff that a lot of people suggest you do and get on your money and all this other type of stuff, but they don't really go too far enough. Like, you know, like I go, you know, they don't go too far enough. They don't tell you, you know, they don't go too far enough and tell you why. They don't tell you that if you're going to do it, it should really have real pure intentions. Know why it is that you're doing it. So let's clarify the Six of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Devil, and then you have the Hermit. To clarify the Six of Cups, these four cards, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, right? When you're on that self-fulfillment journey, as you're starting it, as you're continuing to do it, this is where the real stability is, and you'll feel way more happy than you were trying to just get someone, just to have someone or whatnot, right? Because all that physical activity, if you know what I mean, if not done correctly, it can depress you. It can get you down in the dumps. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It could really do some mental damage. And the Devil and the Hermit is about how, and that's where it is that a lot of you Geminis are starting to kind of pick back up the pieces, right? That the idea was not the idea was not trying to get somebody else. The idea was for you to feel good about yourself and to put your own self in a better position. The side effect was just other people being attracted to you. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of December. As of right now, we have 9,000 subs. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.